Reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is by His Divine Grace Abhay Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Chapter 11 entitled The Universal Form. Text 3. एवमेतद्यथा तत्त्वम् आत्मानं परमेश्वर द्रष्टुमिच्छामि ते रूपम् ऐश्वरं पुरुषोत्तम. Synonyms: Evam, that; Etat, this; Yathatha, as it is; Tvam, you; Atmanam, the soul; Parameshvara, the Supreme Lord; Drashtum, to see; Ichhami, I wish; Te, you; Rupam, form; Aishwaram, divine; Purushottama, O best of personalities. Translation and purport by Vishwaguru Srila Prabhupada. Translation: Arjuna continued, O greatest of all personalities, O supreme form, though I see here before me your actual position, I yet wish to see how you have entered into this cosmic manifestation. I want to see that form of yours. Purport. The Lord said that because he entered into the material universe by his personal representation, the cosmic manifestation has been made possible and is going on. Now, as far as Arjuna is concerned, he is inspired by the statements of Krishna. But in order to convince others in the future who may think that Krishna is an ordinary person, he desires to see him actually in his universal form, to see how he is acting from within the universe, although he is apart from it. Arjuna's asking the Lord's permission is also significant. Since the Lord is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is present within Arjuna himself. Therefore, he knows the desire of Arjuna, and he can understand that Arjuna has no special desire to see him in his universal form, for he is completely satisfied to see him in his personal form of Krishna. But he can understand also that Arjuna wants to see the universal form to convince others. He did not have any personal desire for confirmation. Krishna also understands that Arjuna wants to see the universal form to set a criterion, for in the future there would be so many impostors who would pose themselves as incarnations of God. The people in the people therefore should be careful. One who claims to be Krishna should be prepared to show his universal form to confirm his claim to the people. Text 4. Manyase yadi tacchakyam maya drashtumiti prabho yogeshvara tato me tvam darshayatmanam avyayam. Synonyms: Manyase, if you think; Yadi, if; Tat, that; Shakyam, able to see; Maya, by me; Drashtum, to see; Iti, thus; Prabho, O Lord; Yogeshwara, the Lord of all mystic power; Tataha, then; Me, unto me; Tvam, you; Darshaya, show; Atmanam, yourself; Avyayam, eternal. Translation and purport by Vishwaguru Srila Prabhupada. Translation: Arjuna said, if you think that I am able to behold your cosmic form, O my Lord, O Master of all mystic power, then kindly show me that universal self. Purport. It is said that one can neither see, hear, understand, nor perceive the Supreme Lord Krishna by the material senses. But if one is engaged in devotional, loving, transcendental service to the Lord from the beginning, then one can see the Lord by revelation. Every living entity is only a spiritual spark. Therefore, it is not possible to see or to understand the Supreme Lord. Arjuna, as a devotee, does not depend on his speculative strength. Rather, he admits his limitations as a living entity and acknowledges Krishna's inestimable position. Arjuna could understand that for a living entity it is not possible to understand the unlimited infinite. If the infinite reveals himself, then it is possible to understand the nature of the infinite by the grace of the infinite. The word Yogeshwara is also very significant here because the Lord has inconceivable power. If he likes, he can reveal himself by his grace, although he is unlimited. Therefore, Arjuna pleads for the inconceivable grace of Krishna. He does not give Krishna orders. Krishna is not obliged to reveal himself to anyone unless one surrenders fully in Krishna consciousness and engages in devotional service. Thus, it is not possible for persons who depend on the strength of their mental speculations to see Krishna. Text 5. Sri Bhagavanuvacha Pashya me partharupani shatashoth sahasrashah Nana vidhani divyani nana varnakritini cha. Synonyms. Sri Bhagavanuvacha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Pashya, just see, me, mine, Partha, O son of Pritha, Rupani, forms, Shatashaha, hundreds, Atha, also, Sahasrashaha, thousands, Nana Vidhani, variegated, Divyani, divine, Nana, variegated, Karna, sorry, Varna, colored, Akritini, Akritini, forms, Cha, also. Translation and purport by Vishwaguru Srila Prabhupada. Translation. The Blessed Lord said, My dear Arjuna, O son of Pritha, behold now my opulences, hundreds of thousands of varied divine forms, multicolored like the sea. Purport. Arjuna wanted to see Krishna in his universal form, which, although a transcendental form, is just manifested for the cosmic manifestation and is therefore subject to the temporary time of this material nature. As the material nature is manifested and not manifested, similarly, this universal form of Krishna is manifested and unmanifested. It is not eternally situated in the spiritual sky like Krishna's other forms. As far as a devotee is concerned, he is not eager to see the universal form, but because Arjuna wanted to see Krishna in this way, Krishna reveals this form. This universal form is not possible to be seen by any ordinary man. Krishna must give one the power to see it. Text 6. Pashyadityan vasun rudran ashvinau marutastatha bahonyadrishtapurvani pasyascharyaani bharata. Synonyms. Pashya, see, Adityan, the 12 sons of Aditi, Vasun, the 8 Vasus, Rudran, the 11 forms of Rudra, Ashwinau, the 2 Ashwins, Marutaha, the 49 Maruts, or the demigods of the wind, Tatha, also, Bahuni, many, Adrushta, that you have not heard or seen, Purvani, before, Pashya, there see, Ashcharyani, all the wonderful, Bharata, O best of the Bharatas. Translation and purport by Vishwaguru Srila Prabhupada. Translation: O best of the Bharatas, see here the different manifestations of Adityas, Rudras, and all the demigods. Behold the many things which no one has ever seen or heard before. Purport: Even though Arjuna was a personal friend of Krishna and the most advanced of learned men, it was still not possible for him to know everything about Krishna. Here it is stated that humans have neither heard nor known of all these forms and manifestations. Now, Krishna reveals these wonderful forms. Text 7. Ihaikastham jagatkristnam pashyadya sacharacharam mama dehe gudakesha yachanyaddrashtumicchasi. Synonyms: Iha, in this, ekastham, in one, jagat, the universe, kritsnam, completely, pashya, see, adya, immediately, sa, with, chara, moving, acharam, not moving, mama, my, dehe, in this body, gudakesha, O Arjuna, yat, that, cha, also, anyat, other, drashtum, to see, ichhasi, you like. Translation and purport by Vishwaguru Srila Prabhupada. Translation: Whatever you wish to see can be seen all at once in this body. This universal form can show you all that you now desire, as well as whatever you may desire in the future. Everything is here completely. Purport: No one can see the entire universe sitting in one place. Even the most advanced scientist cannot see what is going on in other parts of the universe. Krishna gives him the power to see anything he wants to see, past, present, and future. Thus, by the mercy of Krishna, Arjuna is able to see everything. Text 8. न तु मां शक्यसे द्रष्टुम् अनेनैव स्वचक्षुषा दिव्यं ददामि ते चक्षुः पश्य मे योगमैश्वरम्. Synonyms: Na, never, tu, but, mam, me, shakyase, able, drashtum, to see, anena, by this, eva, certainly, swachakshusha, with your own eyes, divyam, divine, dadami, I give, te, you, chakshuhu, eyes, pashya, see, me, my, yogam aishwaram, inconceivable mystic power. Translation and purport by Vishwaguru Srila Prabhupada. Translation: But you cannot see me with your present eyes. Therefore, I give to you divine eyes by which you can behold my mystic opulence. Purport: A pure devotee does not like to see Krishna in any form except his form with two hands. A devotee must see his universal form by his grace, not with the mind, but with spiritual eyes. To see the universal form of Krishna, Arjuna is told not to change his mind, but his vision. The universal form of Krishna is not very important. That will be clear in the verses. Yet, because Arjuna wanted to see it, the Lord gives him the particular vision required to see that universal form. Devotees who are correctly situated in a transcendental relationship with Krishna are attracted by loving features, not by a godless display of opulences. The playmates of Krishna, the friends of Krishna, and the parents of Krishna never want Krishna to show his opulences. They are so immersed in pure love that they do not even know that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In their loving exchange, they forget that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is stated that the boys who play with Krishna are all highly pious souls, and after many, many births, they are able to play with Krishna. Such boys do not know that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They take him as a personal friend. The Supreme Person is considered as the impersonal Brahman by great sages, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead by the devotees, and as a product of this material nature by ordinary men. The fact is that the devotee is not concerned to see the Vishwarupa, the universal form, but Arjuna wanted to see it to substantiate Krishna's statement so that in the future people could understand that Krishna not only theoretically or philosophically presented himself as the supreme, but actually presented himself as such to Arjuna. Arjuna must confirm this because Arjuna is the beginning of the Parampara system. Those who are actually interested to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna and who follow in the footsteps of Arjuna should understand that Krishna not only theoretically presented himself as the Supreme, but actually revealed himself as the Supreme. The Lord gave Arjuna the necessary power to see his universal form because he knew that Arjuna did not particularly want to see it, as we have already explained. Text 9. Sanjaya Uvacha एवमुक्त्वा ततो राजन्महायोगेश्वरो हरिः दर्शयामास पार्थाय परमं रूपमैश्वरम्. Synonyms. Sanjaya Uvacha. Sanjaya said, Evam, thus, Uktva, saying, Tataha, thereafter, Rajan, O king, Mahayogeshwaraha, the most powerful mystic, Harihi, the supreme personality of Godhead, Krishna, Darshayamasa, showed, Parthaya, unto Arjuna, Paramam, divine, Rupam, universal form, Aishwaram, opulences. Translation. Sanjaya said, O king, speaking thus, the Supreme, the Lord of all mystic power, the personality of Godhead, displayed his universal form to Arjuna. Texts 10 and 11. अनेकवक्त्रनयनम् अनेकाद्भुतदर्शनम् अनेकदिव्याभरणम् दिव्यानेकोद्यतायुधम् दिव्यमाल्याम्बरधरम् दिव्यगन्धानुलेपनम् सर्वाश्चर्यमयम् देवम् अनन्तम् विश्वतोमुखम्. Synonyms. Aneka, various. Vaktra, mouths. Nayanam, eyes. Aneka, various. Adbhuta, wonderful. Darshanam, sight. Aneka, many. Divya, divine. Abharanam, ornaments. Divya, divine. Aneka, various. Udyata, uplifted. Ayudham, weapons. Divya, divine. Malya, garlands. Ambaradharam, covered with dresses. Divya, divine. Gandha, fragrance. Anulepanam, smeared. Sarva, all. Ascharyamayam, wonderful. Devam, shining. Anantam, unlimited. Vishwataha Mukham, all pervading. Translation and purport by Vishwaguru Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Arjuna saw in that universal form unlimited mouths and unlimited eyes. It was all wondrous. The form was decorated with divine, dazzling ornaments and arrayed in many garbs. He was garlanded gloriously, and there were many scents smeared over his body. All was magnificent, all expanding, unlimited. This was seen by Arjuna. Purport. These two verses indicate that there is no limit to the hands, mouths, legs, etc. of the Lord. These manifestations are distributed throughout the universe and are unlimited. By the grace of the Lord, Arjuna could see them while sitting in one place. That is due to the inconceivable potency of Krishna. Text 12. दिवि सूर्यसहस्रस्य भवेद्युगपदुत्थिता यदि भासदृशी सा स्यात् भासस्तस्य महात्मनः. Synonyms. Divi, in the sky. Surya, sun. Sahasrasya, of many thousands. Bhavet, there were. Yugapat, simultaneously. Utthita, present. Yadi, if. Bhaha, light. Sadrushi, like that. Sa, that. Syat, may be. Bhasaha, effulgence. Tasya, there is. Mahatma, Mahatmanaha, the great Lord. Translation and purport by Vishwaguru Srila Prabhupada. Translation. If hundreds of thousands of suns rose up at once into the sky, they might resemble the effulgence of the Supreme Person in that universal form. Purport. What Arjuna saw was indescribable, yet Sanjaya is trying to give a mental picture of that great revelation to Dhritarashtra. Neither Sanjaya nor Dhritarashtra were present, but Sanjaya, by the grace of Vyasa, could see whatever happened. Thus, he now compares the situation, as far as it can be understood, to an imaginable phenomenon, that is, thousands of suns. Text 13. तत्रैकस्थं जगत्कृत्स्नं प्रविभक्तम् अनेकधा अपश्यद्देवदेवस्य शरीरे पाण्डवस्तदा. Synonyms. Tatra, there. Ekastham, one place. Jagat, universe. Kritsnam, completely. Pravibhaktam, divided in. Anekadha, many kinds. Apashyat, could see. Devadevasya, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sharire, in the universal form. Pandavaha, Arjuna. Tada, at that time. Translation and purport by Vishwaguru Srila Prabhupada. Translation. At that time, Arjuna could see in the universal form of the Lord the unlimited expansions of the universe situated in one place, although divided into many, many thousands. Purport. The word tatra or there is very significant. It indicates that both Arjuna and Krishna were sitting on the chariot when Arjuna saw the universal form. Others on the battlefield could not see this form because Krishna gave the vision only to Arjuna. Arjuna could see in the body of Krishna many thousands of universes. As we learn from Vedic scriptures, there are many universes and many planets. Some of them are made of earth, some are made of gold, some are made of jewels, some are very great, some are not so great, etc. Sitting on his chariot, Arjuna could see all these universes, but no one could understand what was going on between Arjuna and Krishna. Text 14. ततः स विस्मयाविष्टो हृष्टरोमा धनञ्जयः प्रणम्य शिरसा देवं कृताञ्जलिरभाषत. Synonyms. Tataha, thereafter. Saha, he. Vismayavishtaha, being overwhelmed with wonder. Hrishtaroma, with his bodily hairs standing on end due to his great ecstasy. Dhananjayaha, Arjuna. Pranamya, offering obeisances. Shirasa, with the head. Devam, to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Kritanjalihi, with folded hands. Abhashata, began to say. Translation and purport by Vishwaguru Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Then, bewildered and astonished, his hair standing on end, Arjuna began to pray with folded hands, offering obeisances to the Supreme Lord. Purport. Once the divine vision is revealed, the relationship between Krishna and Arjuna changes immediately. Before, Krishna and Arjuna had a relationship based on friendship, but here, after the revelation, Arjuna is offering obeisances with great respect, and with folded hands, he is praying to Krishna. He is praising the universal form. Thus, Arjuna's relationship becomes one of wonder rather than friendship. Great devotees see Krishna as the reservoir of all relationships. In the scriptures, there are 12 basic kinds of relationships mentioned, and all of them are present in Krishna. It is said that He is the ocean of all the relationships exchanged between two living entities, between the gods, or between the Supreme Lord and his devotees. It is said that Arjuna was inspired by the relationship of wonder, and in that wonder, although he was by nature very sober, calm, and quiet, he became ecstatic. His hair stood up, and he began to offer his obeisances unto the Supreme Lord with folded hands. He was not, of course, afraid. He was affected by the wonders of the Supreme Lord. The immediate context is wonder. His natural loving friendship was overwhelmed by wonder, and thus he reacted in this way. We shall continue to read in the next session. Thank you for joining. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय. विश्व गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. हरे कृष्ण.